That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Fox outside. Wembanyama screen. Three-pointer. And it's Fox missing. Williams against Vassell. Pass to Holmgren. Let's go with a three. Buries it from three.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Outside, Williams. Over Vassell. Rebound by San Antonio. Pass to Fox. Here's Castle. Wembanyama, screen on Dort. Back to Fox.
2 minutes.
Shoots over Holmgren. San Antonio again can't hit. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him. B.A.?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Chris Paul, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Out left to the wing. Hartenstein against Wembanyama. Shot to stop the run. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
What a luxury having Wembanyama on your team. I mean, he can create anything out of nothing.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. No good that time. Spurs trail by 6. Barnes finds Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Dort defending. Spurs need to get one up here. Paul for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And Paul loves these corner shots. Terrific at finding space to get his shot off.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Fires the 3. Wallace misses. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And that sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's on Cason Wallace. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Pure from three-point range.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, up 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention, he can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Wallace. Fox feeling it out a bit. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside Johnson. Back to Fox. From deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here's Caruso outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Pass to Johnson from the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Oh, so solid from deep. Johnson wanting to respond.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
The 3 from Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Wembanyama, high post. Paul passes to Barnes. Wembanyama screen. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Holmgren. Pass to Dort. And he jams it home with authority.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Barnes with it. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Williams, a screen on Paul. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Here's Holmgren. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
And he makes it.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Dort to screen on Fox. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't fall. That miss makes him 5 for 6. Wembanyama pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Wembanyama screen on Williams. Back to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
The 3 from Barnes. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 3. Holmgren inside, working on Barnes. It's stolen by Wembanyama. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Fade away. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Wembanyama's got 7 points.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Caruso, he's checked in for Holmgren. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Castle. Outside Barnes. And here's Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. Caruso against Barnes. And it's good. 2 points. And now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Castle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Lou Dort picks one up.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Chris Paul comes in for Fox. Here's Williams. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Sohan with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Wembanyama, screen on Caruso. Paul, and he hits the jumper. Paul's got his third basket on the night right there. Thunder leading by 3. Wallace outside. 1 second left. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Thunder leading by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Wallace in at the 2-guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Clock at 4. Here's Fox. He takes it in. Oh, a strong finish by Fox.
Such a terror on the drive. Fox possesses blow-by speed, getting past defenders in a hurry.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. From 10 feet away, Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. And Castle's subbed in for Paul.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. The jump hook will not go. Misses off the front iron. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Castle. Here's Vassell. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Dort. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Thunder lead by 4. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Spurs trail by 6. Fox outside. No good there. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Holmgren with a big reach.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, screen on Holmgren. The open shot by Barnes. And that one's on target from the wing.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Holmgren against Barnes. They double him with Wembanyama. Back to Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Dort. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Here's San Antonio now. 9-point game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Fox. And the layup is good off the glass.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans. Aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3. Here's Conley. Randall deciding where to go with it. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. Green, a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Now here's Edwards. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Now Curry, pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Randall. Here's Green. Here's Curry. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Now here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Green. Podziemski with it. Butler passes to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got 5.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here's McDaniels. Conley gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Curry. 6-point game. Here's Green. It's blocked by Gobert.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Warriors also with a sub. Heald's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall, pass to Conley. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. Randall outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Doesn't have the great length, but Randall with the attitude to beat up guys on the inside.
Warriors trail by 8. Butler passes to Hield. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Podziemski. And the shot goes in.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Alexander Walker, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Rebounded by Butler. Moody with it, working on McDaniels. Here's Butler. Goes back up. Lays it up and banks it in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Minnesota up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second-chance points.
Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times. And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Reid, a screen on Curry. Here's Edwards. True on the 14-footer. Edwards has got 5 points.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Pass to Payton. Now Jackson Davis. Here's Hield. Guarded by Edwards. Inside. Here's Jackson Davis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Left side, Edwards. Edwards with some muscle. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And Hield puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
No hesitation, even from deep, deep range. Hield is a solid shooter.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it, and Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Hield. And Podziemski subbed in for Stephen Curry. To the inside, here's Podziemski. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Conley looking for an opening. Now Randall. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Hield's checked in for the Warriors.
Substitution for the Warriors. Representing Buddy Hield.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Fires in the triple. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
a very efficient range shooter. You expect Hill to take these shots.
To stop the run. And it's laid in by Randall. Randall's got his third bucket of the night.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Outside Butler. Butler, so crafty around the rim.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Warriors ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5. Conley passes to Randall. McDaniels with it. Moody defends. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Now here's Butler. He's got 7. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Make some noise.
Here's Butler. Outside Curry. Over Conley. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Working that in-between area, Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Conley passes to Gobert. Edwards with it. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Edwards got 12 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Randall, good.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Butler taking his time here, and here's Curry for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Pajemski. Now here's Edwards, guarded closely, and Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Outside Butler. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And the basket by Curry.
Butler really sees the floor and finds his opportunities to move that ball around. A true team player.
Randall outside. Now here's Edwards, defended by Pajemski. And Edwards the bucket on the assist from Randall.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Pajemski. The jumper from the wing off target.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. We've got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Minot in at the 4. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Ooh, look at Edwards get after it inside.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Curry, puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. They set the screen. The 3 is up. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Curry. DiVincenzo covering. From downtown. Curry, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Edwards, a pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. Pass to Butler. And here is Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
Back to Conley. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Butler. 4 on the clock. Randall can't hit. The Warriors trailing. It's Pajemski on the wing. Curry against Conley. And he hits it to tie the game. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Edwards, no problem with the contact.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Conley against Curry. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Oh, it's blocked by Green. It's Pajemski on the wing. Over Gobert. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes. In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. On the take, Edwards. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Conley. Green with a screen on Randall to take the lead. No good from three-point range. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. For three, Randall. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the hole.
fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Here's Murray, following the bucket by the Spurs. Knocks down the triple.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Gordon outside. Back to Murray. Porter from outside. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Castle. The 3 from Barnes. Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Murray. Good work defensively by Fox. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And here are the Nuggets now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Sends it home from three-point land.
And just a nice smooth stroke on that 3 from Porter Jr. He knows that shot very well.
Pass to Castle. Vassell with it. He's guarded by Porter. Wembanyama, screen on Porter. And here's Vassell. Clock at 6. Up and over Porter. Off the mark with a little step back Jay.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Murray's shot is good.
Nice work by Murray, outwitting the defense. He gets ahead of them and pulls right up for a shot.
Fox the pass to Barnes. Vassell outside from behind the arc. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Basket counts.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. To end the run. And it's Fox with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Porter. After the basket by San Antonio. The shot by Brown, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Murray. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Takes the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Murray's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Keldon Johnson. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie at the 3 spot. Down low, Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Ooh, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Fox, that's good.
Look at how planted Fox is. He's primed to shoot the moment he gets it.
Pass to Strother. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Paul with it. Now Porter defending. Takes a 13-footer. Paul, shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Westbrook outside. Here's Strother. Back to Westbrook. Up top, Porter. Shoots a fadeaway. The shot's good. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Fox surveying the D. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. And Castle's subbed in for Chris Paul.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Pass to Wembanyama. Too tall, too talented.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Murray's shot is good.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
Fox outside. Over Murray. And it's Fox missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Murray passes to Brown. Westbrook right side. Shot is up. And it falls all over the rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Denver lead.
A confident shot by Westbrook. When he likes a look, he's all in.
Left side Barnes. Fades back. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Murray passes to Porter. Westbrook right side. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Vassell. The shot by Brown, no good. Spurs trail by 6. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Now Westbrook. Porter with it. Here's Jokic. Misses off the left iron. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Denver. They lead by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Barnes. Castle for 3. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Aaron Gordon. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the free throw, no good.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
On the wing, Murray. He's got 11. Really left him alone that time. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Murray passes to Porter. Wembanyama against Jokic. Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
Fox against Murray. And it's Fox missing. The Nuggets lead by 7. Here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Inside. Here's Jokic. Murray for 3. Sinks it from distance.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
Fox against Murray. Fox the pass to Barnes. Now Vassell uses the glass on the layup. Vassell's got his first points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And San Antonio also making a switch. Sohan's checked in. Fox gets it to go inside.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Murray passes to Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Westbrook. Lets it go from the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Westbrook's got 6 points. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. To the paint. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Gordon outside. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Castle for 3. Drops in the 3. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The third quarter comes. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Keldon Johnson, Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie at the small forward position. Saric a screen on Paul. Murray. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Murray's got 19 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Fox. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And because Fox likes to score so often, it puts defenses in a very tough situation. He really earns a lot of these calls.
A different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Saric. Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Gordon. And here's Porter outside. He drops it from range. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Yeah, guard-like skills in a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
Fox the pass to Barnes. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three. Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Porter looks it over. Now Murray. Puts up a deep three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Here's Jokic. No good again that time. San Antonio's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Barnes passes to Vassell. There's a minute 17 left in the final quarter. Castle misses. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Fox with the ball. And Jokic picks him up defensively. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 25 points in the game.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And so here is Denver. Pass to Jokic. And he buries it. And we've got a timeout call by Greg Popovich. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it. And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Obviously. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
This is a huge spot for Castle here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Murray passes to Porter. And he drills the triple! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied! For the win! Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended, and glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. Now here's Murray. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Murray against Fox. Castle for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic in the post. He's guarded by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Jokic with a screen on Fox. Murray. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Murray's got 21.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a Tinder and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Here's Vassell. Barnes passes to Fox for 3. And no good. And it's Jokic with the ball for Denver. 2-point game. Here's Murray. Oh, he nails it!
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through. Ooh.
San Antonio with the ball. Here's Fox. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
They need offense from Fox at the point guard. His jump shot is an important weapon for them.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he sinks it.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
The 3 from Barnes. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within 1. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalties. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
At the line of 2.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Murray finds Gordon. And here's Porter outside. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Another tie. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Fox with the ball. Over Murray. And no good, trying to use the glass. Well, the Nuggets shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. To the inside. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic. Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Over to the wing. Wembanyama screen. 6 to shoot. And Chris Paul with the 3. Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
From deep. Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Pass to Jokic. Wembanyama with some nice D.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Outside Paul. Stolen by Jokic. Here's Brown. And he lobs it up to the rim. Count it.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work.
Here's Vassell. Wembanyama, screen on Porter. Here's Vassell. It falls!
And his coaches will be the first to tell you, Vassell wants the ball in these situations. He's not afraid of the challenge.
The Nuggets want a timeout. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Nuggets want a timeout. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Here's Murray. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Jokic.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, just forcing his way to the rim. Murray knew his fate going in there and got rewarded with a foul.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all or nothing. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Brent, when you look at these teams, they have two of the deeper rosters in the NBA.
Well, we should recognize the front office doing just a great job, Kevin, of understanding that depth will win you championships and get you through a long season. They've done a great job of filling out these rosters with a ton of quality players.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. Shots good by Williams.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Holmgren the pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Now here's Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three ball is good.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with Oklahoma City's head coach for just a minute. Now, I asked him who hasn't worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on George. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Outside Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Williams has got 5 points so far. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 8-point game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Gary Payton is checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Williams' shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
To the inside, Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
The Thunder leading by 3. There's a screen by Williams. Williams with the ball. Outguarded by Hield. Williams can't hit. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. Outside Butler. Williams with the block. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace, and it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wiggins in at the 4. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the three-pointer.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but, man, when it's falling, watch out.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
What focus there. You go off the dribble, you got to have good balance, and Buddy Hield in a great rhythm right there.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins outside. Oklahoma City moving it around, and the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green. He's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. Here's Podziemski. Green finds Podziemski. Outside, Kuminga on its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors miss again.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Dort a screen on Curry. He was all alone on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Warriors, Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Now, here's Holmgren. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. 6 points for him.
They're making room for the big guy. I like Holmgren calling for help so he can find his shot.
Green finds Hield. Back to Green. Over Hartenstein. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 5 points. That's on the bucket coming from Draymond Green. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort with the bounce pass. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. On the wing, Wallace. Nothing on the board. And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Hield. Down low. Here's Podziemski. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Podziemski's got 5.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Wallace kicks to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Over Butler. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Williams. And it's 8 points for Chet Holmgren. And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. 14 points for him.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Warriors trail by 6. On the wing, Green. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Just how smart and patient was Steph Curry on that play. Draws the contact after the pump fake. Another thing he does so well.
He hits both from the stripe.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Banked in off the glass. Holmgren's got 10 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
So much attention on Steph, that really opens up the floor.
Here's Holmgren. Dort kicks to Williams. Back to Dort. The 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Warriors trail by 3. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Payton's checked in. Podziemski finds Payton. And here is Butler. Tries it from the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. That's 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Payton kicks to Green. Curry looking it over. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Dagnall said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report. Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Podziemski. Butler finds Curry. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Curry.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And good that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. His production has been... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Jackson Davis with it, working on Williams. Heel, the pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Heel.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Caruso kicks to Wallace. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. It's good. And now a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Different look here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heel. Butler, no good. The Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Can't connect from short range. Podziemski on the wing. Defended by Dort. Butler in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Yes, that goes in. Dort's got his first basket of the night.
And Dort has a nose for the bucket.
Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Holmgren the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
Outside, Dort. 55 seconds left in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
3rd personal foul. 13 foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops it in from the low post. 30 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but
This face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Anthony Davis, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's P.J. Washington, and it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Conley for 3. Randall, that one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
And you got to have some confidence to fire back like that. Randall with no shortage of confidence.
Outside Davis, back to Irving, fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Minnesota now. Conley passes to Gobert. Gafford with the block. And they're pushing it up. Shot's good by Thompson. Thompson's got 5 now.
Looking a lot like his dad right there. Klay Thompson with the physical play, challenging that interior.
Davis against Randall. Back to Conley. Randall outside. Shot clock at 5. Picked by Gobert. From the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Randall's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
Davis with room to shoot. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Randall outside. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Edwards. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Washington outside. Back to Irving. Up top, Davis. Check by Randall. Davis down low. Randall's there. And there's a 3-second violation. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dallas with a change here too. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Irving. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Conley passes to Randall. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
1:27 left in the first quarter here. Thompson outside. Washington outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. And he buries his first look.
Gotta love guards that can finish inside. Is Dinwiddie on that list? Absolutely.
Here's Conley. Still without a bucket. Gobert with a screen on Dinwiddie. Conley passes to Gobert. Nice D from Gafford.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Davis. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Very effective facing up. AD spotting up and cashing in.
Conley with the ball. Randall right side. Shoots over Davis. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Dallas on top, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
On the court right now for Dallas, they've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Christie in at the 3 slot. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Irving up top. Five to shoot. Back to Dinwiddie. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Miller. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Christie. Now Lively. No points so far. Here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
No good off the glass. The Mavericks lead by 4. Marshall inside, guarded by Miller. Here's Irving. It's blocked. There's 1:34 left in the second period. Here's Edwards. It's good. Edwards, what strength.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Williams from long range. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside McDaniels. 54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Randle. Davis with the defensive effort.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Pass to Williams. Gafford with a screen on DiVincenzo. Williams from long range. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist from Randle. Conley's gotten his first bucket of the night. Dallas leading by 6. Outside, Williams. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Randle. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Outside Edwards. Gafford with the block. Irving, the pass to Davis. Oh, Davis with the athleticism.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Randle outside. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. McDaniels the screen. Thompson with a steal. Washington outside. Pass to Irving. Thompson outside. Launches it. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Gobert finds Edwards. Drilled from 11 feet out. Edwards has got 8 points.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
The 3 from Washington. And Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Randall. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 11.
Why do lefty shots look so pretty? Like that one for Randall, man. I wish I shot it lefty.
And here is Irving. Thompson passes to Davis. Here's Washington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Count it. Good.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist of the night.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
The shot by Conley. No good. The Mavericks lead by 7. Right side, Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Gobert with a screen on Irving. Gafford with the block. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Washington outside. Outside Irving. On the wing, Davis. Checked by Randall. Oh, Davis with a man on him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more, get him the ball, and let him build some momentum.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 9-point. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Edwards out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 2. Here's Lively. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clark outside. Reed sets a screen. And it's Clark on the take. Oh, Clark with the slam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Christie passes to Edwards. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Minot. McDaniels is checked in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Davis comes in for Edwards. Washington's checked in for Marshall. And it's Thompson in for Christie. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points on the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Allie, thank you. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Well, Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
So hits one and misses one at the line. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11.
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Klay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Dallas leading by 6. Now here's Irving. Thompson finds Irving. Gafford with a screen on Conley. Irving, that's good.
Taking what he can get, Kyrie pulls up with confidence in the mid-range.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Edwards. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Irving. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 10-point Dallas lead.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Here's Edwards. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Davis. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Right side Edwards. For 3, Randall. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Oh, a rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
Here's Irving. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here's Irving. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Thompson, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
McDaniels from long range, and it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
A nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense. Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. They're behind by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
16 seconds left in the game. Thompson with the block, and he gets it back. For 3, Randall. The rebound by Klay Thompson. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a... All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot. Now here's Butler. And a miss there on the triple. Barnes against Butler. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Fox has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Spurs. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Now Podziemski beyond the arc. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fox passes to Vassell. A steal. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Fox, no good.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Got that one up quick.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler. And he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And the Warriors also making a change. Hields checked in for Stephen Curry. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Pass to Payton. Butler deciding where to go with it. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now here's Johnson. And Wembanyama outside. Got a piece of it. Butler with the steal. Here's Payton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, nice pass by Butler. He can be tricky to defend because he can take the shot or give it up just as easily.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Wembanyama left side. 6 to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Butler with the ball. Floats it up for Kuminga. Wembanyama back in. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heels. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. The Warriors leading. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Makes it off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
And Fox is so slick with the handles. I love watching him show off like this.
Outside Curry. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Payton. Rebound, San Antonio. Ball passes to Sohan. Now, here's Fox. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the middle. Here's Johnson. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Kuminga. On the wing, Payton. Healed outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Heald's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Sohan finds Johnson. Yep, that one goes.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Warriors leading by 3. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Curry against Paul. Pass to Johnson. Now, Sohan. That's a 2 from Paul. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Spurs trail by 3. Johnson outside. Here's Fox. Back to Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam. Ooh,
Boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Rudy's checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. To the hoop, Butler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Here's Hield. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Green. Podziemski on the wing. Now here's Butler. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the Spurs making a change here. Sohan's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Peyton, he's checked in for Moody. To the right side. Pass to Castle. Buries the long-range jumper. Castle's got 6. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And a deep three from Curry. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Johnson, he's checked in for Barnes. And it's Paul in for De'Aaron Fox. Butler against Wembanyama. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Good defense by Wembanyama. From the baseline. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Johnson.
Nice to see Johnson being flexible and versatile on that offensive end, going after that little mid-range look.
Butler against Wembanyama. Left side, Butler. The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so Butler nails both of them. 6 seconds left to play in the third. That's a 2 from Paul. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Lets it go from 11. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Fox.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Peyton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. If a 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Castle. To tie it up. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
Here's Fox. Shoots over Curry. Fox, no good. Warriors leading by 3. Podziemski with it. The three, and the three ball is good. Podziemski's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Green with the block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Pass to Butler. Curry against Wembanyama. Curry gets it done in the paint. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump it.
On a heel, he's checked in for Curry. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Butler. Sinks the 15-footer.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Fox on target from 13 feet.
And this is the trust that Fox's teammates have in him. What a shot right there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
De'Aaron Fox. First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And it's Butler missing. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. Here's Vassell. The Warriors pull it in. And an intentional foul right there.
Devin Vassell. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Fox.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now Dallas' starting group. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Washington in at the 3 spot. Now here's Dort. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Irving finds Washington. Back to Irving. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Davis with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Irving. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Thompson passes to Davis. Here's Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Thompson with a screen. Here's Irving. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Out to the wing. Outside Davis. Pass to Thompson. Right side Irving. The 3-ball. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Dallas with a change here, too. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Dinwiddie finds Gafford. Washington outside. 5 on the clock. Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. And he buries his first look.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort, left side, over Washington. Thompson pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Dinwiddie. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Davis misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Pass to Wallace. Williams with it. And that one's good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
To the middle. Rejected by Holmgren. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Najee Marshall is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the small forward. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
And here are the Thunder now, after the basket by Dallas. SGA on the move. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, you see this. Teams try to get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, but he's willing to play through contact on drives. Nicely done.
Now here's Dinwiddie. On target from range. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the night.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Pass to Irving. Spins. Can't convert off the spin.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And Dallas making a change here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. Washington's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Dinwiddie. 1:42 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Washington. Thompson left side. Back to Washington. Davis, the pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. And it falls all over the rim and in. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the concentration on that assist? Changed his mind mid-shot and put the pass right on the money.
Now Irving. He's got 11. Fires from deep. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside Davis. Pass to Irving. With the drive, uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 16 points now.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Holmgren with a screen on Irving. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's in there. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Inside, outside for Davis. Puts it up from 15. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Yeah, the versatility of Davis on offense, he doesn't have to be right under the hoop to score.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Davis, beyond the arc, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis. Irving's got 21 points in the game. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Launches it from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Over Irving. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Up top, Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades and shoots. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Irving. 21 points in the game. And that one's good. Irving's got 23 points.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
From deep 3-point range. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot! Oh!
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Derek Lively, Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Christie in at the three. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Three-pointer, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Washington outside. Back to Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 11 points here in the second half. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, my. Came close to a four-point play. He'll head to the line for three free throws.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Gafford, he's checked in for Edwards. And he nails the third.
When it's this close, he's exactly who they want at the stripe.
Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And here's Gafford. Pass to Davis. Off target with the three. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Screen by Holmgren. Williams from long range. Drills it from deep.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points at the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Irving. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
There is no moment too big, no pressure too heavy for Mr. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The delivery is on time.
Here's Irving. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And Irving gets it to go.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Thunder leading by 4. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Irving, that's good.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the double with Thompson. Pass to Williams. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for your defender, Isaiah Hartenstein.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Here's Irving. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
SGA, an outstanding defender. That time sends him back.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Timeout called, the Mavericks. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Davis finds Irving. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. There's Davis with the 3. They get it back. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought